who would imagine that a frying pan sitting on top of a block of ice would be cold. Watch this. Frying an egg on top of a block of ice. Now, the way it works is underneath is an electromagnet. The frying pan is made out of steel, which is a magnetic material. When the steel is put on top of the electromagnet, it heats up. It's a very safe system because if I move the pan away, the top of the cooker is totally cold. It never heats up. Could be something that you'll see quite a lot of in the future. And that's all from us for today. Goodbye.
At 10:25 tonight, BBC Two once again makes television history with a unique arts documentary depicting the glorious life and history of that trans-hemispheric superstar, Edna Everage, Australia's selfless gift of salvation to the world in La Dama Gladiola, The Agony and the Ecstasy of Edna Everage. Back to tonight now for this Monday's edition of Horizon, which traces the history and the future of sugar in The Sweet Solutions.
The latest gadget is this. It's called an ovin meter. That's short for ovulation indicator, and its makers claim it does just that. It'll set you back about £50. But John Bonner, Professor of Obstetrics and Gynecology at Trinity College Dublin, has studied the ovin and other such instruments for the World Health Organization. He finds that the ovin measures the minute electrical changes in the body. My experiments show, however, that it is of no value in detecting ovulation or the fertile time of the cycle.
The second semi-final began this evening, and that featured Cliff Thorburn, the rather dour Canadian, the man who, in 1977, was just one step away from winning this lucrative title. He was beaten in the final by John Spencer. And Thorburn is playing David Taylor, the Mancunian, who's playing the best snooker of his life here this fortnight at the Crucible. Despite being a former world amateur champion, a runner-up in the United Kingdom Championship, he's never played well here, and he's really right at the top, and I would say over his form.
There's comedy with Bill Silvers as Sergeant Bilko at 11:20, rounding off programmes for Monday on BBC One. Here on One, after the news, at 10:15, the first in a series of Sunday proms. Tonight, the BBC Symphony Orchestra performs the much-loved ballet music from Tchaikovsky's The Nutcracker. The editors at 11:10 discuss the royal wedding as reported in the press, and Donald Sinden at 11:50 continues discovering English churches. Finally, there are cricket highlights from the fourth test at 20 past midnight.